what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Inside the Lunchbox. This is your boy, Chef Mae. Once again, I'm with the Lord Infamous, the best pushing butter in all of Texas, Mr. Levi Leviticus Rex.
Hey, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Happy New Year to everyone. We're recording this January 1st, 2025. So, Happy New Year.
Yes. So, once again, we're at the beginning of the year, and we just want to say that you guys are awesome. You guys are great at what you do, and we appreciate all the love that you guys have showed us.
Yeah, it's been a great year for the podcast. I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but I know at one point you told me we had like 600-700 downloads, 600-700 downloads. In like 50 different countries or something.
Yeah, we're slowly moving like the little engine that could. Man.
Yeah,
but we're definitely getting around. A couple of countries they see us, they hear us.
We were like in like a top 25 podcast in some
some random country so like where they got, I think they have like 2 computers in the whole country. But hey, it's all good. So once again, we're here.
We're here to discuss.
We're at the beginning of the year, and we're going to talk about food. And today we're gonna talk about eggs.
Yeah, eggs.
Start off New Year's with something bad. Eggs. The worst smelling food ever. Eggs.
Is it really to you?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't mind it.
I don't mind it either because it tastes so good. Like boiled eggs, to me,
boiled eggs do smell kind of funky when you boil them.
They're horrible. But you make scrambled eggs, man. They're pretty good.
No, and my scrambled eggs are really good, actually. The way I make them.
How do you like your scrambled eggs, man?
Well, when I make them,
how do you like your eggs?
When I make them, it depends, right? It depends on what's going on. Sometimes I like an omelet. Sometimes I like my eggs scrambled, like if they're going into a breakfast burrito or something. But when I'm at the restaurant and I order my eggs, whether it's like at Cracker Barrel or Denny's or something like that, or I like my eggs over easy, personally. Over easy with plenty of Tabasco sauce and maybe even a little bit of ketchup. I like ketchup on my eggs. One of the weird ones.
Hey, back in the day, I used to like ketchup on my eggs. Now, I just put a lot of hot sauce on it.
Yeah, Tabasco sauce is
Tabasco. I'll go to Waffle House and I'll ask them for hot sauce, and I'll put Tabasco sauce on my scrambled
I remember
eggs.
This time last year, you guys, both you and Tiffany, were giving me a hard time about not knowing a whole lot about Waffle House because I don't go to Waffle House. It's not something I think I went to Waffle House maybe twice in my life before 2024, and then now I've been at least a dozen times with you guys. So,
oh, okay. So did we change your?
I mean, yes, I will eat there now, whereas before I wouldn't. It's still not in my top favorite place to go for breakfast food, but sometimes 9-10 o'clock at night, you just swing into Waffle House, or even at midnight with friends. Just go to Waffle House, get whatever they're serving, and it's good food. I mean, it's not bad for the price, especially.
No, so
and they're fast. The service is really fast there. That's the thing I have to give them is that if I would prefer to go to Cracker Barrel personally, but they're not always open. And when they are open, they're super busy, and you can wait 20-25 minutes just to get seated at a table there.
Yeah,
it's a good place to eat. So that's my personal favorite. But if it's early in the morning or late at night, and you just want a quick bite to eat, and it's not fast food, Waffle House works.
Yeah, Waffle House is definitely one of my favorites. But I can also tell you that Waffle House is a hit and miss depending on where you go.
Yeah.
I could take you in the hood. It'd be the best breakfast you have, bro. I'm telling you.
Well, is Conroe considered the hood?
On that side of the train tracks.
On that side of the train tracks, yeah.
So, I mean, my favorite types of eggs, man, like the way I cook my eggs is I like scrambled, and I don't really do fried hard. To me, or fried hard kind of takes away the consistency of a nice fluffy egg.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fried hard goes good on things like steak. It goes good on things like burgers. It goes good on things like breakfast sandwiches. Yeah. If you don't want to bite into like a wet yolk in your breakfast sandwich, fried hard goes good.
And I think a wet yolk goes best on a burger, like over easy.
Yeah.
Or over medium if there's such a thing. I think that goes better. Just a fried hard egg is just like, to me, a fried hard egg is like ordering a well done steak.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with you. I mean, when I was a kid, I liked it that way. I didn't like yolk at all. I don't know why. I was a kid, I was just really squeamish about the yolk. But then as I grew up, I began to appreciate it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um,
I also didn't know about putting ketchup on fried eggs back then either. So now I do.
yo, so
The
hey,
sweetness, I don't know. I can't explain it. The sweetness mixed in
it
with the yolk,
it
it's
enhances the
good.
flavor.
Yeah, it enhances the flavor.
No, I have a best friend, my like another brother to me. Uh, he eats ketchup on his steaks,
Ooh.
and he eats ketchup. I think he puts ketchup on his eggs too, but definitely on his steaks. And I'm like,
Mm.
man, why do you do that? But he kind of stayed away from it for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then he came back to it. But I mean, yeah, but yeah. So hey, what do you guys think out there in the social media world? Hey, comment below. Let us know what your favorite style of egg is. Is it scrambled? Is it hard boiled? Fried hard? Whatever. Which one do you like? Um, Now I am a real big boiled egg person.
Yeah, boiled eggs are good.
Even though the smell is not the best, I boiled egg all day,
It
every day.
it's weird. It's like weird smell. But I guess if you enjoy boiled eggs, I
Mhm.
guess the smell just doesn't really bother you that much because you know what you're anticipating.
Yeah.
Um, my problem with boiled eggs is getting all the shell off.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
have like when it comes to like peeling an orange, I can peel an orange with one slice. Give me one little cut in it, and I can peel the whole thing off in one big piece, no problem. But when it comes to eggs, it's finicky.
So the reason why that is several things are in place here. It determines on how fresh your egg is.
Mm,
If you have a problem peeling your egg when you boil it, that means your egg was really, really fresher than normal.
okay.
That's one reason. Another reason could be it didn't cook long enough
Hmm.
for you, and or you didn't shock it well enough with ice. So normally, what we do in the restaurant industry is we add vinegar and we add salt to the water. So an egg has 17,000 pores on it, whether you know it or not.
Hmm.
So that vinegar and that salt gets inside the egg a little bit, and it breaks down that film that's inside.
Oh,
So when you go and you shock it, it's an easy peel.
hmm.
But it's kind of hard to get two buckets of ice and just dump it in your sink,
Right.
right? And
Yeah.
just shock your eggs and put some ice water on there or whatever. So we don't really do
So
that here in
after
the
you
kitchen.
boil them, you freeze them. Is that what you're saying? Trying to
No,
say?
after you boil them, you
Right.
get like a nice bowl of ice cold water,
Uh-huh.
and you just throw them in there and let them sit
Huh.
for like 3 minutes, 2 minutes,
And make it easier to peel.
and make them easier to peel.
I did not know that.
Yep,
I mean, I knew about putting salt in the boiling water. I didn't know anything about the
yep,
vinegar.
yep.
Hmm. Interesting.
So if you guys didn't know that out there, man, definitely try that one day. And what do you like putting your eggs on? Like, what dishes do you think goes well with eggs?
It depends. Mostly for breakfast. Breakfast
Breakfast.
foods are always a good choice for eggs. I like making breakfast burritos, which I cook my eggs scrambled when I do that because they go inside the burrito, and I don't want to mess inside my burritos.
Yeah.
But what I do is like I'll brown some sausage, and then after the sausage is browned, I will then start in the same pan making my scrambled eggs. So they're scrambled with the sausage, with all the flavorings and seasonings I use for my sausage. I will also scramble my eggs in that same pan, and then that I put inside of a warmed tortilla, sprinkle some cheese on top of it, and then put some hot sauce in the middle, and that's how I like my eggs. So
Oh,
that's my
nice.
favorite type of eggs, but the ones I make. I think they really go good on burgers. When I was in Jacksonville, Florida, there was this burger joint called, I think it was called The Crow. But basically, all of their burgers were named after Edgar Allan Poe
Oh,
poems,
wow, nice.
right? And one of the poems, I don't remember the one off the top of my head, but they would have like a medium rare burger topped with an over easy egg or a medium easy egg.
Yeah.
And so, along with like bacon and a bunch of other things. And that has to be one of my top eggs I've ever eaten, was at that restaurant.
Yeah, I also think that eggs go well with burgers. Also steak and eggs. I like
Yeah,
steak
steak
and
and
eggs.
eggs are great.
Um, but to me, man, a good burger has to have an egg on it, and I get it just like you said.
Right.
Um, not sunny side up.
Yeah, you can't get those anymore.
Yeah, a lot. So
A lot of places
they
ban
won't,
sunny side eggs now
they won't make it
because
with.
of salmonella. Yeah.
I don't understand because I don't know. It just doesn't seem to make sense to me.
I think I had someone explain it to me once because I had cousins who were really big on the whole sunny side up eggs. And so when I was like 19 or 20, ordered one at a restaurant one time, and they were like, "No, we don't serve those because you can get salmonella." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Guess they're
So,
not cooked all the way through or something."
and it's funny because you have eggs Benedict, which is a poached egg,
Hmm.
and it's also runny.
So what's a poached egg?
So a poached egg is pretty much a boiled egg without the shell. So you'll crack an egg, you put it in like a little bowl, like a little ramekin,
Hmm.
and you'll boil your water. Well, not hard boil, but you'll boil it to like when you start seeing the bubbles. Put a little salt in there in your water, and you take your whisk and you twirl the water, and you carefully put your egg white and your egg yolk inside the water, and that water allows the egg white, to fold over the yolk, and it makes like a little white ball. But inside of it is the yolk that's protected by the
And the yolk isn't boiled.
and the yolk isn't boiled.
Huh.
And then you take that out, put it on a napkin. You trim it up with like some good cooking scissors or whatever, or you can place it right on your eggs Benedict, and yeah, on your eggs Benedict,
Hmm. I
and
mean,
it goes real
I've
good.
heard of eggs Benedict. Isn't it like a UK dish?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. So eggs Benedict is actually my favorite, one of my favorite breakfasts, because I like the way the muffin and the English muffin and the Canadian bacon and the egg and the sauce goes so well with it. And the name of the sauce is a hollandaise sauce that you put over it, and it's made with egg yolk, lime, lemon juice. What else is in there? Clarified butter, and you whisk it to become a sauce consistency, salt and pepper. Man, when I tell you, it's so amazing, man. I want to make it for you and Tiffany one day.
Okay, yeah, that'd be
Make
great.
you some good old eggs Benedict. Do you like avocado?
Oh, I love avocado.
So I put some avocado on there. Do you like tomatoes or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I like tomatoes. Yeah, lettuce, tomatoes. The only thing I don't like on sandwiches really is onions and pickles.
Yeah,
I don't believe in putting pickles on burgers. That's different. That's another topic for another day. I'll I'll eat pickles right out of the jar, no problem. Or if you give me a sandwich and put a side of pickles, like a pickled slice, I'll eat that, no problem. But you put that on the burger, it's
I think we had
a
a conversation when we did Burger Fresh.
I think we did too. It's
All right, so we now the pickles dry, like that.
and cold and chilled. Make sure the pickle stays chilled. Once the pickle gets warm, I don't want to eat it.
You know what?
I've been this way since I was like 8 years old. You're not changing my opinion.
Okay, how about I just freeze the pickle and put a frozen pickle on your burger? Hopefully, by the time we get to you, it'll be at least a little. God, man, that's what makes a burger great.
It's
the pickle.
not the pickle. No, it's the sauces. That's what makes a burger great. Is how the meat is cooked, the cheese is put on it, and there's sauces. Like if you got your burger sauce, that's what makes a good burger. The pickle is just a weird additive that people add onto pickle for no reason. But we're talking about eggs, not pickles.
So I got one of my old friends looking on here. I only know him by his last name, Albritton. He was one that contracted with me out there in the Middle East. Yeah. So Auburn, for some reason, say he can't hear anything. I'm not sure why he
That
can't.
probably happened when the screen was off.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. It seems like if it's one thing, it's the other.
Yeah.
But anyways, we continue because we're recording our audio as well, and we'll put the audio um, on our podcast as well. Um,
Okay, so we did eggs Benedict. We talked about eggs on burgers. What's next?
Eggs on salad.
Ooh, I do like my eggs on salad. Yes, but you boil up an egg and you crumble it over a salad. I'll eat that. That's delicious. I love it.
Let's see. So look, so I found out the reason why we use chicken eggs instead of duck eggs and other eggs.
Sure.
The reason why is because one, chickens are bad parents, so they don't really care about their eggs, so they don't give up too much of a fight. And B is that chickens produce one egg every
day, sometimes
17, 18 hours, where everybody, all ostrich eggs and duck eggs, they're more feisty,
right?
And they don't produce eggs like chickens.
No, they don't pop out eggs. When I was in Africa, they had a chicken farm where they were producing eggs, and then they also had like this flock of like 30, 40, 50, maybe even ducks that were on the property, that were just running wild on the property. And you could find their nests from time to time. You could find their eggs in their nests. But they absolutely defend those things. Oh, yeah. They do not want to give up their eggs at all.
Oh yeah. Here. So let's see. We got it on the salad. Ostrich. Have you ever had an ostrich egg?
Not that I know of. I don't know that I've ever had like an ostrich egg.
I've had an ostrich egg scrambled, and I could tell you that it's a really rich egg. So apparently, eggs have the most proteins in it, and they also use the chicken egg to measure, as a measurement tool,
right,
on how much protein are in other dishes.
Right.
So I don't know how they do that, but some way they kind of do that.
Is that like one steak is 1.6 eggs or something like that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting that they're the standard of measurement.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I'm trying to see why. What? Volume.
Yeah, if it works.
Maybe that's on his end. But anyway, if it was, I'm sorry, people.
Or maybe it cut out because he did send that right around the time we lost everything.
Yeah. So. All right. So what other animals lays eggs?
I mean, obviously fish lay eggs.
Fish
that's what caviar is.
So
a lot of animals lay eggs. I think even duck-billed platypuses lay eggs. Or do they give live birth? I don't remember what's weird about them.
So all right. So I have a question.
Yeah.
Wait, you can answer this. There's some snakes that lay eggs and some snakes that don't.
Are there? I thought all snakes laid eggs.
Wait.
I thought all snakes.
Hey, all you country folks out there,
they're reptiles.
Do all snakes lay? I don't think all snakes lay. I thought some snakes lay live. I want to look that up.
Live birth is a mammal thing, and that's what makes us different from a lot of other creatures. Like giving live birth is very much a mammal thing. That's why whales are mammals. They produce milk and they give live birth. That's why dolphins are mammals, but that's why fish aren't. Right? You know, like a whale's not a fish, right? Whales and dolphins are not fish.
Yeah, they're mammals. Yeah,
right, because they give live birth.
Yes.
But seahorses give live birth, but they're still a fish.
Seals?
Seahorses.
Seahorse?
There are some fish that give live birth, like guppies. Guppies give live birth.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, for the longest time, you were talking about fish eggs, right? We were eating, what is it called?
Caviar.
Caviar. And I thought it came from like different style of fish. It only comes from one fish.
Does it really?
It's a sturgeon.
Really?
Yeah, and that fish is ugly. So I'm like, you got like no.
Huh. Like I want to know who the first person was that saw sturgeon eggs and was like, you know what? I would eat that with a spoon.
Have you ever had caviar?
Oh yeah, it's good.
Really?
Yeah. I've had caviar.
I felt so bad when I first had some.
I've had some with you.
I,
Didn't the sushi place had certain sushi that had caviar in it?
I don't think I had that one.
Yeah.
But when I was working in Martha's Vineyard, we had a dish that had sushi on it, and caviar on it, and I ate it, and I felt so bad because it's like I'm just crunching on these little bitty eggs, and like all the little fish babies are like dead, and, and it's crunchy. I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't bother me.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for fish. I don't know. They're not one of the animals I care about. Kind of like with chickens. Like, yeah, you're eating a chicken's baby, but it's not really a baby unless it's actually fertilized. They'll lay eggs whether they have roosters around or not.
See, right? Look, yes, some snakes give birth to live youngs instead of laying eggs.
That's AI. You can't trust that.
Dude, that's what I want to know. Like, what?
I don't know.
What makes it?
I'm not a reptile expert.
Okay, abstract. Some snakes lay eggs while others give birth.
That's wild.
To living young.
Huh.
The oviparous conditions is primitive one. Well, I don't know. What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm not.
All right, Mom.
I'm not
Mom, I love you. I'm gonna have to talk to you later. Sorry.
Anyways, how does this Are we planning on eating snakes later?
No, I was just gonna say that
I know like pythons lay eggs.
I know other countries eat other style of eggs. Like in I think the Philippines or Vietnam or whatever, they eat balut and have you ever had balut? You know what balut is?
No,
balut?
I was mostly like a Middle East / Europe was most of my travels.
So
some in Africa.
Balut is a egg that already has the fetus pretty much developed in it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, they eat it. So anyway, they eat
hard pass.
Oh, dude, yeah, hard pass. They actually have a place in Houston that sells it. But anyway, if you want balut somewhere down in Houston, probably
what kind of animal? What kind of egg animal? Or what kind of egg? Are these chickens?
I don't know. I think it's a chicken. I think, but no, I could be wrong. Anybody who, if you know what I'm talking about with the balut eggs, is it a chicken, a duck? I know it's not an ostrich, but maybe they do ostrich. Maybe they do ostrich too. So, all right. So
ostriches are mean. I don't even know how they.
I had ostrich. I had ostrich meat before. That's pretty tasty.
Is it?
So yeah. So eggshells and yolk color can vary, but have no effect on taste and quality. So for all you guys that are out there shopping, thinking that my brown eggs or my white eggs are not better than yours or better than mine, or however you want to look at it, it doesn't make a difference.
Right.
I put that up there for a reason to tell you guys that your brown eggs are just the same as mine.
Yeah. No, there's an egg farmer on TikTok that I follow, and he was talking about the different colors of eggs and the different yolks and things of that nature. And he's like, it's just a matter of just calcium or whatever that causes the colorings. It doesn't have an effect on the taste. It doesn't have an effect on the nutrients of it. Although I think like marketing wise, they've tried to sell to us like back in the 90s, all eggs were white. I don't remember ever seeing brown eggs. That became in my experience, that became like a thing in the early 2000s and 2010s where they started being like, oh, these are free range chickens and they lay brown eggs. They're somehow more nutritious than white eggs.
I guess it was a racist thing. Really they wanted more brown eggs. Brown eggs wanted to take a stand.
Wanted some more diversity in the eggs.
But
I've been told that that's just a marketing thing.
Yeah, it is.
Eggs are eggs.
Yeah, another marketing thing is that, oh, this egg has so much omega-3 in it and blah, 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 blah. That's not true.
Yeah.
The only time that is true is when you see a carton of eggs that says it has been enriched, or it's another word saying that they actually added to it.
Right.
But very, very, very rarely. So you guys are paying an extra $3 for these omega-3 eggs at HEB. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But I did know that some of the eggs that are larger, they do cost more because it costs more to feed the
right. Yeah. The bigger the chicken, the more food it's going to be required to make the larger eggs, obviously.
Yeah. So breed determines eggshell color.
Yeah.
Commercial eggs are brown and white, but some breeds can also lay blue, green. If I see a pink egg, bro, I'm gone. Even a green egg. Like that just doesn't look, eat blue, green, or pink.
What, you don't eat green eggs and ham?
That's added food coloring. But if I see a chicken poop out a freaking green or blue egg, I'm done. I probably would never eat an egg again.
It's probably rare. I don't know. I've never seen a green or a blue egg.
I've never seen a green or a blue egg neither.
I have friends that have chickens that lay eggs. I've never seen a green or a blue egg, but I have seen the white and brown ones, or the spotted ones, odd color ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue eggs. Does your chicken lay blue eggs? I don't know.
There's a joke to be made that I'm being respectful and mature in 2025. I'm not going to make it.
We're not going to make it.
Yeah. Chickens. Well, I'm not. See, I almost made it.
All right. Brown eggs are more expensive because hens lay them are larger and require more feed. So I guess that's the reason why your brown eggs are more expensive. But the nutrients are the same.
Yeah.
I guess you just wanted a bigger chicken in your mouth.
I mean, they've been breeding chickens to be bigger and bigger and bigger for years. There's another conspiracy theory about chickens about like why are chickens in the 2020s so big compared to chickens in the 1950s that were so small, right?
Yeah.
Why are our chickens getting bigger and bigger? And there's this conspiracy theory that they're injecting them with like testosterone and hormones and stuff to make them bigger. But the reality is it's selective breeding.
Yeah.
So, over the decades, over many, many generations of chickens, the farmers are selectively breeding the bigger chickens to keep having children that are bigger and bigger and bigger. They're not necessarily like, injecting them with stuff to make that happen.
Yeah.
You got to think about it. A chicken farm, you're talking hundreds and hundreds of little chickens running around. It would cost them a fortune to run around and be injecting all these chickens with with hormones and stuff to make them grow big when they can just breed them that way.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, to tell the difference for some of you guys that don't know.
Oh yeah, I knew this as a kid.
And I mean, I think we all know this.
Yeah.
To tell the difference between a raw egg and a hard cooked one is spin it.
Right, a boiled egg.
Spin a boiled egg.
Mm-hmm.
If it spins really, really fast, it's done.
It comes in handy during Easter time because when I was a kid, and when I learned this was we had all these eggs that were boiled and then they were put back into the milk cartons and then put back into the fridge. And I think we were living with our grandma at the time, and like the eggs got mixed up. She thought some of them were, I don't remember how this happened, but we ended up with 2 cartons of eggs of mix between boiled and raw. And so in order to figure out which were which, we had to take them all out and start spinning them to see which ones were which.
Oh.
Yeah, because the boiled eggs, we were boiling them to paint them for Easter, but they got mixed up with the raw eggs.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's when I learned that, because eggs are full of liquid, and liquid tries to find an equilibrium. So if you spin it, it might go like once or twice, then it's going to find an equilibrium and stop spinning. Whereas a boiled egg, it doesn't have liquid inside, so it will keep on spinning.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
A little bit of physics.
A little bit of physics. So look, guys, this is gonna be, so we're gonna start doing a recipe of the day, and I'm gonna try to put it up here for you guys to see it. And I got the weirdest one I thought I could find. No, I'm not gonna make this. Maybe eggs Benedict. I'll definitely do that, but I'm not making this one because I don't trust it. So here we go. Tell me what you think, Levi? Vietnamese egg coffee.
How's it made? I don't like drinking raw eggs.
And you can see it's like really separated here.
Yeah,
it's like you got a freaking McDonald's egg right on top of
a. I might try it, but I need to know if that egg was cooked or not. I remember the movie Rocky. I saw this as a kid, where he like cracks like 5 or 6 eggs raw, puts it into a cup, and then drinks it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you get salmonella.
So no bueno for you. So hold on, let's look at the recipe.
Let's see if these eggs are actually cooked. That looks good.
All right. Ingredients and direction. Number 1, brew your favorite coffee. I just added 2 tablespoons of your favorite coffee blended with some water. Wait. All right. Okay, anyway. To make the foam, use a hand whisk to mix 2 egg yolks, 2 tablespoons condensed milk until it becomes creamy and thick in consistency. There's no heat anywhere on that egg.
Nope. Add your coffee to a cup of ice. That's also a no for me. And then top your coffee with the egg foam and enjoy it. Nope. I'm not eating it.
All right, guys. So if you want to try that recipe, go back, check us out. fast forward, rewind, do it. It's gonna be here. It's here to stay. On the scale of 1 to 10, I give this a 1. On the scale of would I drink it or eat it?
Nope.
Levi, 1
No.
to 10, drink it or eat.
Condensed milk, egg yolk on top
But
of my
here's the
coffee.
thing,
That sounds
though.
like a great way to ruin a great cup of coffee.
But we also take egg white and we whip it really, really good to make soft pecan. What do we use that for?
I don't do much with egg white.
I think it's meringue.
You're a fancy cook. I'm just a
Meringue.
guy from a trailer park.
That's how you make meringue with the egg white.
I don't know that I've ever had it.
And you put it on your fucking lemon meringue pie. All right, so I take that back. And maybe go to a 1.5. Maybe a 2.
Yeah.
But it won't be I'm gonna go out and have me some Vietnamese coffee. Not gonna happen.
Iced coffee with an egg yolk and condensed milk.
You might as well drop the whole freaking chicken on top of that joint too. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, just give you guys some quick ways to cook an egg. You have your baked, boiled, fried egg, over easy, over medium, omelets. Omelets nothing but a fried hard egg with veggies in it.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
So
it's fluffy too. You make your fluffy omelets.
If I can make a suggestion, people, if you're gonna make an omelet, cook your veggies first, and then use your veggies as your filling. The reason why is because some people, you're not really. So it's kind of this unspoken rule where you don't eat leftover eggs, right? But
Right.
some people will make their omelet and they'll save it for like later on in the day or whatever, put it in the refrigerator. Because if you do that, you have uncooked veggies, raw veggies inside something that's cooked, and your veggies let off a chemical that will spoil your food. That's even with meatloaf. You'll see a lot of people put veggies in their meatloaf, raw veggies. Well, vegetables take longer to cook at a higher temperature. So your meat's going to get done before your veggies. So you have pretty much raw veggies inside your meat. It's going to taint your meat. So if you're going to do that, if you're not going to eat it right then, throw it in the trash, right? Don't try to save it.
Does it count for mushrooms too, or no? They're not veggies.
No, that's a fungi.
Right.
Wait, that's a good question.
Most of the omelets I've eaten had mushrooms on top.
So
mushroom diced up like ham and cheese.
So is mushroom a vegetable?
I mean, all plants are vegetables, really.
Well, that's not a plant; it's a fungi.
Yeah, it's not vegetation.
Maybe we should look it up on our next show.
Yeah.
We'll bring it up sometime soon. So we got your fried hard, we got your poached. I told you about poached, served in salad, sweet potatoes, hash brown eggs, scrambled eggs. Break eggs into a bowl, whisk it, scramble it. Hey, when you cook scrambled eggs, the trick to a perfect scrambled eggs, stop cooking that crap on high. You cook it low and slow with a little bit of butter, and you have the best scrambled eggs ever. And if you want to do a little spin on it like the UKs do it, put some creme fraiche in it. Put some creme fraiche. Delicious.
All right.
Definitely delicious. All right, so you got your steam and you got your sunny side up. All right, so folks, go out there, try you some different kind of eggs. Let me know what you think. If you got a recipe with eggs, shoot it to us.
Post it on our Facebook. Tag us in it.
Post us on our Facebook. Levi, you got anything for the people?
Just follow us on Facebook so we can put these recipes and stuff up there. Have a happy new year. May 2025 be full of blessings for everybody.
I say the same thing, man. 2025 is going to be a great year for everybody.
Yeah.
And hopefully with you guys' help, you could let Inside the Lunchbox have a great year so we could go out there and start doing more food reviews. And we could also maybe get you guys on the show as well. I would love to get
We do need guest appearances for 2025.
We need some of our fans to come on our show. So what I want to start doing, if it's okay, if I could figure this crap out, because every now and then it seems like something's going wrong, but I want to put my number on here, not my number, another number, and maybe we'll get one person per show. We'll ask you a question, you come on and you answer the question, and then, from that, maybe the first person to call will pick up and you become our guest on the show. All right. Well, until then, folks, you guys are awesome. You guys are great. And see you in 2 weeks.
All right.